We're live. We're live.
Good morning.
We're live.
Good morning, folks. How you folks doing? As we grow through life, we often learn some things. And some of the things we learn, we become like experts at it. And a lot of times we become experts at it because of experience, sometimes because of education, sometimes, most of the time, it's just a combination of both. But you gain some knowledge over the years. So you got any kind of cotton anywhere in your body, any kind of gray anywhere in your body, you learn some things. And some of the things you've learned, you can share in the form of a tip, in the form of a suggestion. Good morning, Miss Vicky. You can hear us fine?
Miss Phyllis.
Excuse me, Miss Phyllis, you can hear us fine? I just want to make sure everybody can hear us this morning.
We're going to talk about it. Good morning again, Miss Phyllis.
Can you hear us, Miss Phyllis? I just want to make sure maybe she can't hear us. Okay.
We're going to be right back in a moment.
Good morning. My name is Brian McNeill.
And I am Lisa Santiago McNeill.
And thank you for joining us on our show, Let's Talk About It. We come to each Monday through Friday right here on the SIBN network, on iHeartRadio, YouTube, TuneIn, as well as Facebook Live. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Like. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Time to spend money on Lisa. You have to either get it repaired or a new laptop for Lisa. We have a challenge with her laptop, y'all. We're on my laptop today. That's why everything looks so much better, you know. Yep. Good morning, Jay, Maddie A. Good morning, Shaki. Good morning, Miss Phyllis. I know you guys got some tips for us. You got some tips today?
Yes, we got tips today.
All right, awesome. Miss Phyllis laughed at something. Yeah, man, it's time. One of the great truisms of life is as we get older, we look for places to share our wisdom. We do. And
we realize we can't take it with us.
Because we realize we can't take it with us. And what a shame would it be to try. What a shame for all that wisdom that it took you so much to learn, so much you had to overcome to learn, the pain you had to go through to learn that thing, the suffering you had to go through to learn that thing.
The challenge with wisdom, however, is that in translation, it doesn't have as much power as experience.
Yeah, it doesn't have as much power of experience, but
as experience. People receive wisdom from time to time. Most often people who have already had some experiences that have led them to realize, I don't want to have to learn it the hard way, right? But wisdom doesn't have the cement that experience gives you when you learn something firsthand.
You're probably right, and I know you're right, but we still need to share the wisdom.
Yeah,
one of the
absolutely.
all-time greatest books ever written is called Think and Grow Rich, and it's authored by a guy named Napoleon Hill. But Napoleon Hill was commissioned by Andrew Carnegie to write the book. Now, Andrew Carnegie at the time was one of the two richest people in the whole world. It was between him and Ford. Not Ford, him and what's the other richest guy in the world? Rockefeller. Him and Rockefeller were the two richest men in the world at the time. And Andrew Carnegie was later in his life, and he had this idea: why does every generation born have to relearn the same lessons that we learned? Okay. Wouldn't it be amazing if someone was able to capture the best counsel from the most successful people in the world and put it together in a book so that future generations could just read it and follow the script, so they don't have to go through all those years and all those wars to achieve it, right?
Absolutely. But the challenge with that is that, like I said, often When you haven't had the experience, first you don't believe the experience.
A lot of people don't, especially
Right.
teenagers.
Well, teenagers, 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds, even depends on what the wisdom is. Particularly if you're receiving wisdom from someone who does not necessarily look like they're bearing fruit in that particular area of wisdom.
Yeah,
One of the
like a broke person trying to tell you how to make money.
right, one of the benefits that I always admired with the older gentleman who used to own Claiborne's.
Okay, yes.
When he
Claiborne's is a speakeasy type nightclub, very, very popular in Charlotte for a long time. But it's called Claiborne's. It's not big, it's intimate, but it was really, really popular. And it typically catered to a more mature audience.
um, he when he was trying to get the attention of the younger people, the younger man, because he was very modest most of the time. He
Mm-hmm.
owned multiple McDonald's and he McDonald's franchises. He was very, very successful. And when he was trying to get their attention, he would drive his Bentley
Yeah. When he wanted to get the young person's attention, he would drive his
to
Bentley.
get their ear, is what I mean.
Is that my girl, Madame CeeLo, Boston up in the hizzy? Good morning to
Good
you.
morning to you.
That's another amazing entrepreneur. So, Mr. I can't remember his name, but the guy that used to own the Claiborne's and McDonald's, he's since passed. But he did try to share his wisdom with people that he could. And a lot of times to get their attention, he would show up with his Bentley.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. It's you, girl. How you doing?
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, she did training with me too. You know that, right? I have the best clients and the best former clients, all of them. But back to the lecture at hand. There are some tips that you could share that you would freely share that someone else would find valuable.
Absolutely.
Someone else will find valuable. For example, I'll give a business tip. Okay. When you showcase what you do to anybody and you wanting them to be your client, don't leave that scene without at least asking them to be your client. At least give them a chance to say no. So many entrepreneurs today will say, well, I do this and I do this and I do that and I do that. Or what do you think? That is not asking for business. So don't do that anymore. Even if it's uncomfortable, you must formally ask for what you want. If you don't know how to ask for business, try this. Will you give me a try? Or will you give my services a try? It's such a non-threatening way to ask for business. That's your sales tip of the day. Always ask them to give you a try. You should have applause right now. And people are doing the wave. I can't do no more. I can't do no more. Don't do the wave. They're doing the wave. Don't do the wave. They're doing the wave, baby. I can't do no more. I can't do no more. Who's that? That's right. Larry Sobel. Those of you guys who were in the 80s will remember him.
So for me, author's tip.
Author's tip, sales tip followed by author's tip. Listen up.
Absolutely. So for me, one of the major things that I'm always getting is, I want to do this and I want to do that and I want to publish here and I want to publish there and I want to do this and I want to get that. So first question that I ask, what is your end goal? That's the first question. What is the purpose of this project? Is it to educate? Is it to entertain? Is it to drive business? What drive business to you?
Is it a vanity project?
Is it a vanity project? Understand, it can be any one of those, but they all take different avenues. Second question that I am often asked is,
Elise is a publisher, guys. If you don't know, she's a publisher.
Well, it's not a question that I'm asked. It's a tip that I give. Write. Don't edit. Write.
Write. Don't
Write.
edit.
Don't edit. You can edit what's written, but you cannot edit what is not written. And if you keep getting stuck on how do I spell this, how do I write this, does this go together, is this the first
Let
thing,
me
is
use
this the last thing,
Grammarly. Let me look up this
you
spell.
will stifle your creativity.
The author's tip.
The third tip is
another one.
Yes, the third tip is if you don't know where to start, Madam CeeLo says, right, like no one is going to read it. That's actually depending upon the project that you're writing.
Some projects,
good
counsel,
you have to, right, yes. When we're doing stories of overcoming, a lot of times you first got to overcome. So some of that story is just for you. And then we get to rewrite it from the perspective of what you learned from all this experience.
I've read somewhere that books aren't written, they are rewritten.
Yes. Good morning, Katora.
Good morning, Katora. But I want to examine some of your amazing tips. The first one, what is your end goal of the book? That is lesson number 1 of the 7 habits of highly effective people. 7 habits of highly effective people. The first one was begin
with the end in mind.
Yeah.
Necessary.
When it's done, what you want it to look like. What
you want it to do.
What do you want it to do?
Are you just writing this for yourself, that I've done this? Are you writing this for your children? This is what mommy did?
By the way, she said, no matter what it is, it's still worth it.
No matter what
it could be a vanity project. I just want to get it off my chest.
Nothing wrong with the vanity project. But the vanity project is going to, the fact that it's a vanity project is going to determine how it is marketed and how it is sold and how some elements of how it is written. If it's vanity, you don't have to worry about if it's got reasons why people will buy it, reasons why they won't buy it. It's for you.
Right.
It's for you.
But if you're attempting to teach something,
or if you want someone else to read your book and you're not Oprah or Michelle Obama, where actually I need to say they market their books too. They're not just putting them out there. They're going on tour. They're selling and showing and sharing their books as well. But they have elements of their books that are critical. And everyone's book who is a noted author, sought after author, primarily in the area of self-help and personal development. I don't typically do novels, although I have some authors that have done fiction stuff. I am telling you, people have to have a reason why they would be benefited from consuming your content.
So, Brother Uzama, Brother Jay Mattie, do you have a tip that you're willing to share?
What's your tip?
Madam CeeLo, do you have a tip you're willing to share? Katura agree. Do you have a tip in any particular area that you're willing to share this morning? You know, one of the seminal moments.
I got an idea that I want to share. You don't like it? So what? I don't care.
You're going to have to sound a little bit more hip hop when you do that, because I ain't have that much hip hop in that. And I need a little bit more tonality. But one of the seminal moments of my life, I was driving in the car, and Lisa was talking to a person that wanted to use Lisa to publish her book. And Lisa happened to have had this particular call on speakerphone. And it was in the evening. I'm driving.
Hey, Dr. Deborah.
And Lisa's talking. And this lady has this idea about overcoming church hurt. And she wants to write a book about overcoming church hurt. And Lisa's asking her just basic questions. And this woman went on tirades about church people. And she was basically angry at church people. And she was upset about people in church. She had negative things to say about people in church. Now, she wanted to write a book about overcoming church hurt. But it was clear to Lisa, this woman has not overcome church hurt. She's still hurt herself. So Lisa tried to take her off the ledge, but ultimately you couldn't. So you had to decline to publish. Do you remember that story? This lady wanted to write a book about overcoming church hurt, and Lisa chose to stand on her principles. I don't publish books for people who haven't gone through the through yet or overcome the thing that they're purporting to teach about. If you haven't learned it yet, I'm not going to publish you if you're going to write about how to do it and you don't know how to do it.
Bitterness and unforgiveness is toxic. And I don't want to perpetuate toxicity in any way. That young lady needed some healing. Now we'll coach you through that healing whether it's through my services or whether it is by sharing your situation with one of the coaches that I work with. For instance, she would have been a good candidate for Dr. Deborah, but I would
Ooh,
I will not publish a toxic book. Period.
I like these 2 tips that I just got here. I'm so happy you're here this morning, Dr. Deborah. But Madam CeeLo says, listen for what people aren't saying. That's a good tip. I'm gonna tell you why it's a good tip, especially when it's so common. How you doing? Oh, I'm doing fine. What is it that they're not saying? I'm doing fine. There's something else there. Are you really doing fine? Listen to what people are not saying to you. I appreciate that tip, Sister Madam CeeLo.
Dr. Deborah says, before you try to help someone else heal, do your own healing.
Oop, oop,
Please
oop.
do that.
Put your own face mask on first, so that you can help that other person.
Uzama says, check if your mindset is limiting your success.
Wow.
Identify and upgrade outdated beliefs for a more prosperous life.
2 good points there.
Absolutely.
Check your mindset is limiting your success. I think that's a great tip, Brother Uzama. I think that first part of what you posted is something that you need help with. Most people can't do that by themselves. Check their limiting mindset. And typically you need to be talking with someone that's doing better than you to do that. But I like the other part, upgrade your beliefs, because I once heard or understood the way you upgrade your beliefs is by challenging them. Nobody in our family has ever made any money, or I'm not pretty enough, or I'm too heavy. Those limiting beliefs, a lot of times they're conquered by simply challenging them. Is there anybody else heavy that's ever succeeded in anything? Yeah. So if it's been possible, it can be done. I mean, if anyone else did it, you could do it too.
Yeah. J. Mattier says, life is a journey. Life is a journey. Know your starting point with your end point in mind.
How are you going to know how are you going to know how to get there if you don't know where you are? If you ever go to the mall and see when you first walk in, a lot of times they have the mall map.
And it says, you are here.
It says,
without
you are here.
Without that, it doesn't do anything. I have been in malls where the map was there and there was no little man that says you are here, which meant that I had to see where I was. I had to find out some identifying. So this store is there. This store is there. If you don't know where you are starting,
you can't figure out how to get there.
Not quickly.
I want to go to the Foot Locker. Okay, this mall has 3 stores, three floors. I want to be in and out. Where's the Foot Locker? Please tell me. I want to buy men's shoes. Let's go to the men's shoes section. Okay, this is where all the stores are that have men's shoes. You got to know where you are in order to get there. Thank you, J. Mattier. Thank you, Madam CeeLo. Thank you, Brother Uzama. Thank you, Dr. Deborah, for these tips.
What are your tips? Come on, give us some more tips. Give us a tip that you heard and have now assumed for yourself. You don't have to be the original originator.
Right.
It can just be a tip that you hold true, that you hold close and near and dear.
I've had this idea for a few weeks now to have a book collaboration of men giving tips to young men. And my tentative title is Take Off Your Shirt Before Brushing Your Teeth. Okay? Because brushing your teeth, you could get a speckle onto your shirt. So this is kind of simple, innocuous advice that I would like to teach all young men. Take off your shirt before you brush your teeth, because you don't want to get dressed to go out and then brush your teeth and then have to change your clothes.
Madam CeeLo says, fear no human being. I like that one. That one actually set me free.
Ooh, it set you free?
Yeah, it set me free. When I was working with my coach and she said, they can't eat you.
They can't eat you?
They can't eat you. Okay,
no matter what they do, they can't eat you. And Lisa, no. Have you ever heard no before? It's not life-threatening. It won't end your life if they say no to you. Okay, it's not fatal.
Good morning, Lena.
Lena Janelle, another one. Lena, I want to say this to you. What's going on with you, baby?
My sleep was all messed up.
Oh my goodness. Lena, see, she's another person who's a gifted artist But not only if you're a gifted artist, you're more than an artist because you're a business person because you want to use your art to bring in some dollars. Amen? Amen. So, Lena, we're doing a show today on tips in your business endeavors and your art endeavors. Do you have
in
a
your
tip
life?
in your life
tip
that you're willing to
area
share?
of expertise or experience that you want to share?
Yeah. Madam CeeLo says, fear no human being. This y'all says, not at all.
Not at all. They can't eat you. They can't eat you. That's simple, but it is true. It's so true. I believe that Brother Peacock is the one that shared that with Dr. Peacock, who shared it with me.
Mm-hmm.
They can't eat you.
I'm going to give you another tip. And this is a word that most adults wish they heard more often. The one word that most adults wish someone would say to them. Again, now I'm a sales coach. I teach people what to say and what to do so they can sell themselves first. That's a tip. Sell yourself first, and then your services. Sell you and your services. That's how you should do that. But here's a tip for you. The word that most adults wish they heard more often is the sound of their own first names. Right, Jay? Right, CeeLo? Right, Dr. Deborah? Right, Lena? Right, Uzama? People want to hear their own names. And the coolest thing, when you say someone's name, it's almost like you're edifying them every time because you're willing to say their names. Get on a first name basis with them. The way I do it is my name is Brian McNeill. You're welcome to call me Brian. What would you like me to call you? Whatever, it's acknowledgement. Whatever they say, call me. If she says, call me Madame CeeLo, that's what I'm going to call her, okay? For example. The coolest thing about using a person's first name is this is one of the words that you cannot overuse. You can say
the name is Mommy.
But you can say it again and again and again and again and again, and they'll like it every time.
Amen. Amen. Lena says, yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Give me a minute to post. Amen.
Okay.
Dr. Deborah says, God ain't tell you that someone else's husband is your husband.
True counseling session.
Please know that to be true. God did not say none of that.
He's married to her, but that's my husband. God told me.
God ain't tell you that. God is not a God of mess. Jay Mattier said, "No's make the journey to yes sweeter."
How sweet would it be if you got no no's? If there was no objections? The kite rises against the wind. The plane rises against the wind. All things go up against the opposition. To get anything to grow out of the ground, to get anything, grass, food, whatever, to grow out of the ground, it's got to go through some things. It's got to go through some dirt or shit to get to the air.
Madam CeeLo says acknowledgement. Amen. Saying your name is acknowledgement. Uzama says in sales, to go for no is so powerful.
It is, but I want people to understand how there was a great book in the 80s called Go for No, and there's the same guy who wrote Go for Yes. Okay, but the thing about going for no is not going for no for the sake of going for no. The point of that is be willing to ask for business.
Absolutely.
Be willing to give them a chance to say no. It's probably more appropriately titled, be willing to give them a chance to say no, not going for the no. Okay.
Absolutely. Lena Janelle said, yes, I use that BKM and Lisa. Amen. Amen.
I think Lena picked up on the fact that you said, Lisa, that you liked BKM.
I like it.
I know you said it on this thing, and now Lena does it all the time.
It's probably easier to write BKM
than Brian. I guess it's two less keystrokes. Madame CeeLo smiling or laughing at something.
Laughing and crying. Lena Janelle says, great theme. I love how y'all said that at the same time. We say a lot of stuff at the same time. What did we say?
What did we say at the same time?
I don't know.
I don't remember either. But there is a lot of things, Lena, because we've heard from each other. We're in close proximity all the time. I mean, we work basically 10 steps down the hall from each other. We're on the show together every day for 8 years.
I'm going to be working today.
Lisa's going to be working today. I want to take today off, actually. I would like to, But tonight though, you reminded us tonight. This is the third Tuesday of the month. Tonight at 7 p.m.
Join us for Women Empowerment Networks and Male Empowerment Network.
At 7 p.m. virtually. Join us virtually.
Virtually. I will be sending the link out today for Women Empowerment Networks.
What is Women Empowerment Networks?
Women Empowerment Networks is an opportunity for women, both in business and not, to connect together and support one another, celebrate each other, and work with each other.
Yes, and male empowerment networks not because men need men, and men tend to cry in the dark, and Superman is a myth. So we create a safe environment for men to talk about it. We've been holding both of these meetings since 2013. So we're into now. This summer will mark our 11th year of hosting these two meetings twice a month.
Now, mind you, we have been together and known each other for only 8 years.
Almost 9. Yes, 2015.
Yes, but God had already predestined Women Empowerment Networks and Male Empowerment Networks to work together and work together for the good. Amen. Lena says, God will not make your future spouse married to someone else. Amen.
She's piggybacking on Dr. Deborah.
No, she's saying that's what we said at the same time. After we read it, we reiterated it together. So let me say this about that. This is a caveat, and I don't typically have the opportunity to share or use this caveat, but my our youngest son he'll be 21 in March.
Yes, March 17th.
And his mother obviously was married to my husband before I was married to my husband.
Right.
And I honestly believe that when he was with her, that was necessary because we needed Elijah. We would not have Elijah without Deirdre.
Mm-hmm.
But Deirdre has also said that all of the marriage also prepared our marriage.
Yes, she did.
And I'm grateful that she's able to see things from that perspective. But mind you, they were not overlapping or intertwined in any way. He was finished in that marriage.
I was 10 years between my ex-wife and Lisa. She hates the term ex-wife.
Yeah, because she's not an ex. She's your son's mother.
Okay.
My friend.
It was 10 years between Deirdre and Lisa. Okay. She did say that, although she regrets a lot of the things that happened in our marriage, but she said that had to happen so that we could get Lisa. Now, she said we, all of us, her, me, and the children and grandchildren. We all needed Lisa, but we wouldn't have got Lisa if I didn't marry Lisa.
Oh.
So they're grateful to have Lisa too.
I'm grateful to have them. I enjoyed my time with them this week that just passed. Yep. But I always enjoy my time with Deirdre. She wasn't there this week.
This week.
She and I might take a trip.
Yeah, probably because
we're taking.
Because she always do that.
We're taking trips together, but she be tripping. And I said, "Let's go with my sister wife. We going. Come on, let's
sister
go."
Wife, please.
I love her.
It's not a sister wife, okay?
No, she doesn't wife at the same time. She's the previous wife.
Oh. Anyway.
Shut up. Be messing everything up.
I wouldn't even introduce y'all.
That wouldn't be fair to Elijah. It's not fair.
I'm saying y'all facilitated meeting each other, but it wasn't my plan to introduce y'all to each other.
It's not fair for anyone's minor children to be interacting with an adult on a regular basis that they don't have some sort of relationship with. I don't think that's fair. And I don't think that's healthy.
I hear you. You're right. But I'm telling you, I wasn't going about it my way to. I mean, y'all could have never met for as I'm concerned. I don't want the former messing up my current. She could have said some nonsense to you.
No,
she could have. No, because she's coming from her place.
She has her perspective. Amen. Dr. Deborah says, I enjoy my previous husband's wife also. I love her relationship with our daughter. Obviously,
our granddaughter, yes.
With our granddaughter. Those things are important. Those type of relationships have to be navigated for the benefit of the children and the family, if you will.
Now, see,
and I'm grateful that that we navigated because it really created a good relationship.
It did. It did. And it is. And it is. Moving on.
I don't know why that works you so much.
Come
Good
on, man.
morning, Sheila.
Nah, son.
I know my husband.
You
I know
your
that.
husband,
I know
yes.
that your experience as a husband is our experience as a
Right,
husband.
right.
That does not lend to the fact that she had a separate and unique experience with you as a husband.
Okay.
And there may have been some ways that I can completely understand with her perspective, but God ordained this marriage for me to be uniquely designed to handle some of the things that somebody else might have said, you know what, I'm just going to leave that right here.
Right.
And I'm finished with it.
That's a very mature outlook on that. Did you see who just came in the room?
Sheila, yes, I said good morning.
Kaboom!
Says,
Sheila stepped in the room. Sheila got there. Good morning. Where you been, girl?
Thank you. Hey, tip time. Thank you, Lena Janelle. Okay, she says top 3 off the top of my head. Whatever your chosen field is, know it and learn it like it is your personal Bible. And be open to learning new things about that field from everyone, even kids.
You learn your craft, and then you learn your craft.
Absolutely.
And then you get some education, and then you get some education. And after you do all of that, learn your craft. And then get some education, and get some education. Number 2,
never stop hustling like the rent is due tomorrow.
Rent gotta be paid.
100.
Number 3.
Number 3.
Oh God.
Comparison is the road to
ruin. Nobody can do it like you.
Mm-hmm.
But of your own. But if you're gonna steal, take what you can and make it your own. Great story, Lisa. Thanks for sharing. I'm working on marriage 2.
Number 2,
and that was priceless. You're working on marriage number 2. I appreciate that. Let's go back to her thing about comparison.
Absolutely.
Comparison is the road to ruin, but it's also the shortcut to unhappiness.
Absolutely.
Comparing will make you unhappy.
Absolutely. And I do find myself still comparing in some areas, the phone of safety, that I know that I can grow, that I'm holding myself back by being harder on myself than I deserve to be.
If you want to be unhappy, start comparing.
That's it.
Might as well. Lena says she's sharing. Thank you. Sharing is caring. And then she also says, you better say it, woman of God. Brother Jay Mattier submits.
Don't let a few minutes of ecstasy cause a lifetime of agony.
Men,
Please
young men,
know that.
Men in general, I'm going to tell you right now, that booty ain't worth it. It ain't. It ain't worth the grief that you can get from home. It ain't worth upsetting your missus, your spouse. It's not worth it. Those few moments of ecstasy, like Jay said, is not worth a lifetime of agony. To quote the great Chris Rock, men, if you want to cheat, you gon' get caught. I don't care if you 007. I don't care if you think you're the most secret agent in the world. If you choose to cheat, you gon' get caught. Okay? And you don't want to get caught. You don't want to. Okay? You gon' get caught. Women, if you cheat, you gon' get, well, women are probably more slick about it, but even them, you gon' get caught.
Not interested.
That's why it ain't worth it to me. No few moments of ecstasy. It's not worth it.
Well, you get all the moments that you need, but that's not even the reason why people cheat.
She's bragging, y'all. But go ahead.
I wasn't bragging.
Yes, she was. Did y'all hear her bragging?
You
hear her bragging? You get all the moments you need. Did y'all hear Lisa bragging?
Oh, God.
She was bragging, y'all. Lena says, yes, Brian, with exclamation points. She also says, amen. We're human. I do it too, and then check myself.
Yeah.
That comparison, and then check herself.
Mm-hmm.
Sheila says.
That was such a mature perspective. It's rare in most women, no matter where they are.
Yeah.
I think it's necessary.
Sheila, you got any tips that life has taught you that you're willing to share?
Life be life.
Life be life, and I like that expression so much. I do, because it does be life, and it rains on the just and the unjust. Okay, it don't rain on just the unjust. It rains on all of us. Okay, we're all going to go through it.
But that, I'm going back now.
Okay,
people don't cheat because they're attracted to someone's physiological.
Okay,
they're not attracted to someone. They might not be. It's not because they're attracted to someone's mind. It's not none of those things. If a person is with another person
Okay.
and they are led to cheat on that person,
Okay.
it's often because that person and them are not making enough deposits into one another.
Yeah. I think I can
And
go
it
with
doesn't
that.
have nothing to do with sex.
Um, the wife that only browbeats her husband, who never has anything good to say about him, who never encourages him, who highlights every slip up or mistake, or highlights every potential slip up
You're
mistake.
sending him out with an opportunity to feel that they're empty.
And that coworker,
that's right, Jay. They're
who
feeling
keeps
a void.
who
Absolutely.
keeps encouraging him and applauding him, she can get his attention. Now, when Lisa first started talking about what she said just now, I was prepared to maybe not agree, but I have to agree with her on that. Let me tell you another thing too. My thoughts on why people cheat have matured over the years. I used to think as a younger person, people cheated because of either convenience or selfishness. Okay, they're just being selfish. Okay, I got some at home, I'm gonna get me some out here too. That's selfishness. But now I think there's still some of that, but there's more to it than that. I think another part of it is where men will go. Men will go with either their attention or their bodies. They will go where they're fed. They will go where they're fed. And very often that means their spirits fed. And that lends to what you were just saying, where they'll go where they're fed. If there's too many withdrawals in the account of the relationship, they need to put something else back in it. Feed me something. Okay. Mm-hmm. So where their attention goes, that's why you can't let no other woman be a bigger cheerleader for your man than you. Okay. You can't let him do it.
And vice versa.
And vice versa. Ain't no man gonna cheerlead for my wife bigger than me.
I'm about to do that. I have to check in the cigar bar.
What?
The guy had to check walking into the cigar bar.
Oh my God. Now, my wife step out the house, she gonna be fly. Okay. We went to a cigar store this past weekend, and it's a big cigar store too. And
so Brian was ready to go.
I'm shopping. I'm shopping. Okay. I'm excited. I'm in the candy store. Okay. I'm focused on the sticks I'm looking for. Lisa's right behind me or right next to me. Now, this particular moment, she was behind me. Some man, a handsome man too, saw Lisa. He must have thought that I saw her and didn't pay attention to her. So he was going to scoop in to get the woman. Right behind my back too. And I'm still looking for cigars. And he pushed up on Lisa and said, "Excuse me, miss." And then, what'd you tell him, baby?
I told him my job is just to be right here with him.
Yeah, I'm with him. Okay?
I'm right here with him. That's my whole job. I didn't give him nothing else. That's it.
So Lisa said that to him, okay. And I saw, but I didn't see.
I was not a cigar at that moment.
Right. I saw, but I didn't see. So then after he finished, he went out into the area and he was sitting down. So he pushed up on my wife right behind me and he got rebuffed. So as we were leaving, he wanted to smile in my face and shake my hand. "Hey man, da da da, I'm sorry, whatever." Okay, fine, G. Keep it moving.
There was no open doors. There was no open doors. There was no reason to holler. But understand that there could be deficits that exist. Deficits in time and attention that you give and pay to your spouse. Particularly, time and space. I mean, honestly, time, space, and conversation were challenged during the months from September to February.
What?
To ensure that we take those times together.
What do you mean?
Football season.
I don't want to go there right now. I do want to go someplace else though. Dr. Deborah's here, Lena's here, Sheila's here, Madam CeeLo's here. Who else is here? Ladies. The ladies that I see. Miss Phyllis is here as well. You beautiful ladies, when y'all step out the house, men holler at y'all too. How do y'all handle it? When men push up on you, what do you say? What do you do? What do you do, Lena? What do you do, Miss Sheila? When somebody try to holler at you like that? What
if
do you?
You're in a relationship or if you're single?
Okay, let's go with if you're in a relationship.
Okay.
If you're in a relationship and someone try to push up on you, what you do? What do you say? How you handle that? Lisa shares a funny couple or was going through drills on how to handle it. Right?
Yes,
They were
I
practicing
love them. Sheila said, I'm single. That's
Sheila,
right, Sheila.
Wasn't it last week or the week before last when Sheila was talking about, well, my guy says this about me, or don't apologize. It might have been a month ago. My guy says, I don't apologize.
She says she's single.
Okay, that's that.
Now, let me tell you something about a grown woman. If I'm not married, I am single.
That's not true. That's not true.
Shoot.
If we in a relationship, if we living together, if you my woman, you not single no more.
Well, we should. If I'm grown.
If you my woman, you ain't single. Okay, put it that way.
Madam CeeLo says, I tell them not to waste their time. I'm involved.
Brother.
Okay.
You say, young man, you say, brother, don't waste your time.
But do you ease it in on them, or you just drop it and move? So this young couple does these TikToks that I really, that's right. Sheila says, Lisa, I'm single.
Got it. I ain't going no further. Got it.
Thank you.
Got it.
Thank you.
This couple, she takes them out on, they do this role-playing things where she'll take them to the grocery store or any kind of store, and she's supposed to pretend that she's another woman to see how he'll handle it. To teach him how to practice how to handle it. Hey, could you pass me that bread? Or whatever it is, and he'll say, here you go. And you get mad at him. There's all this bread here. She ain't have to ask you. You need to do better than that. And try it again. Try it again. They go through these drills. She's teaching her husband how to handle other women coming at him out in public. Mm-hmm. It's hilarious how they do it.
It is. Madam CeeLo says, my aunt says you're single until you're married.
That's not
Please
true.
say
That's
that.
Bad counsel.
No,
that's bad counsel.
Listen, let me tell you why
leading,
it's not.
If you're in a relationship and it could be leading to it, when you claim that you somebody's mate.
Listen,
okay,
I'm not your mate.
That kind of counsel right there, until you're married, you're single, what that does is that keeps doors open for potential. You could be in a relationship with a guy 8 months, 10 months, 2 years,
that's too long.
Say, I'm still single. Please, y'all building something together.
So here's the adverse is also counsel. True then. So the adverse is also true. When a guy be acting like you're wifed up, but you're not married, and he's getting all the benefits of you calling you his wife, expecting you to do all the wife stuff, and doing all the wife things, but you're not married, what's to cause him to realize, bruh, you getting all the wife experiences, and I'm not your wife, and you blocking opportunities? See,
that's the challenge right there. We're building towards something.
Not 8 to 12 to 2 years.
It could be 8 months, 12 months, 2 years.
No.
It could be 5 years.
Shit.
Did y'all hear Lisa just cuss and turn her head away? Oh, she said a curse word, y'all. Do y'all believe that? It's 9:43. It's time for us to thank you guys. It's time for us to thank you for being a contributor to this show. This show here is called Let's Talk About It, and it doesn't work without your feedback and your contributions.
That's right. Madam CeeLo says, I stand with Lisa.
You mean to tell me there's a woman on the feed that's agreeing with Lisa over me? Shocking. That happens all the time. Okay, really, Madam CeeLo? Surprise. Wow.
Get a clue?
So the way we say thank you for your consistent contributions are with greeting songs and with greeting logos. If you're not familiar with what we're about to do, think what the heck is going on? They tripping on this show, they bugging. Just bear with it, okay? For example, Miss Phyllis is one of the originals. She's been with this show almost 8 years. She's been a regular contributor for almost 8 years, Miss Phyllis. And she has a greeting logo, and it goes, Miss Phyllis is here.
Miss Phyllis is here.
So clear the way. Miss Phyllis is here. Now we can all have a great day. All of that, the hand gesture, the inflections, is a part of her greeting logo. That's from Miss Phyllis. Jay Mattier's become a regular contributor as well, and he's got a song now. And it goes, oh, get ready, oh, get ready, because here Jay comes. Get ready, because here Jay comes. Get ready, because here Jay comes. That's Jay Mattier's jam right there. Shaki Jones, she has a jam too. Hers come from an Eminem cut, and it goes like this. Guess who's back?
Back.
Back again.
Again.
Shocky's back.
Back.
Tell a friend.
Oh yeah.
Shocky's back. Shocky's back. Shocky's back. Shocky's back. Shocky's back. I created a monster. That's Shocky's jam right there. Brother Uzama has a jam too, and it goes
Bitcoin King, he's the Bitcoin King.
Uzama.
Bitcoin King, he's the Bitcoin King.
Uzama. That's his jam right there. Madam CeeLo, you keep coming here, keep making contributions. You're gonna get you one too. Katora Green has a song that goes back to life, back to Katora Green.
However do you want it? However
do you need it?
Do you need it?
Dr. Deborah, she's another one. She's been rocking with this show for years. She's an important part of the show. Her song goes like this.
Dr. Deborah, trauma healing and manifestation coach. Mm-hmm.
That's our girl, Dr. Deborah. Nina, you deserve one.
Absolutely.
You're young on the show, but your contributions have been amazing.
Absolutely, and we appreciate you. We appreciate every word of wisdom.
Sheila Gothard has a song.
Sheila, storms are brewing in her eyes.
Oh, now, all of you guys, we know you're busy. You guys are doers. And any moments you choose to give us, you're never late. Okay, if you ever pop in here at all, you're not late.
That's right. We appreciate you.
But we love having you here with us in this. And we count it as a blessing that you choose to spend some of your precious minutes with us.
Amen. Madam CeeLo is liking it, and we appreciate you. Sheila with her, amen. Madam CeeLo says, I love it. We love it too. Amen. Sheila says, by the way, I don't think that was me referring to my man, my guy.
Okay. I let it go. You single. I got it. I apologize for you bringing that up. I was tripping. Bad Brian. Okay, you're single.
Tripping.
You tripping? Oh, you tripping. I love that when we say it twice, that means we really mean it. Oh, you cooking. Okay. Oh, you dressing.
Last night, yesterday morning, crunchy pancakes.
Crispy, crunchy pancakes. She made those this morning. Thank you, Sheila, for forgiving me.
Not this morning.
Yesterday morning. Thank you for forgiving the brother. Okay, I like that. Saying it twice. Oh, you forgiving. It can be anything. Okay. Oh, you cutting grass. Okay. Oh, you driving. It can be anything. I love it. Say it twice. I mean it.
That means you mean it. We love it.
Today is Tuesday. Thank you for sharing tips with us. The second day of your work week. We did travel a lot this weekend. My end of the week of my calendar is going to be nuts because my Thursday and Friday are very, very busy on my calendar already. But today I'm going to be light. So I would like to take today off if I can. I don't have it. I blocked out all day to be just for me and myself. You know what I asked my wife, could we do today? What I want to do the first part of the day, and this rain might be compromising us because it's still raining here. Mm-hmm. But I wanted to visit a couple of Goodwill stores. I wanted to visit a couple of
thrift stores. We haven't done that in years.
We haven't done it in a long time.
Yeah, we haven't.
But I found fun with it. I think I want to do that today. You know, it'd be something easy to do. Go visit a Goodwill. You might pick up a gem. I might find a jacket or a coat or a hat or something. A book or anything.
Frame or something. Yeah. I enjoy it.
Yeah. So we're gonna, if we can bear the rain, we're gonna go.
Well, I'm gonna make breakfast first.
Well, I've eaten breakfast. I had a big meal.
What did you eat?
I had the leftover chicken from last night, and I made toast with it as well. So I'm full. Dang. I say this all the time. I want to eat something before the show. Okay, but I ate full this morning.
I don't like mixing my meals up. Unless it's breakfast, I can eat breakfast for dinner, but I don't like dinner for breakfast.
I don't have that problem. Okay, I'm not down by that.
I prefer breakfast.
Today is going to be, you know how to have a good day? You know how to have a good day? Prepare to have a good day. Plan to have a good day. Organize to have a good day. And to go into the day with a good attitude. That's how you have a good day. And I want you to have a good day. I want you to have a good day too.
Yeah. I want to have a good day too.
Does that sound like you're going to have a good day, y'all? I said, I want you to have a good day. Go, yeah. Does that sound like it?
I got lots of troubleshooting to do today.
Yeah.
So many different.
The life of a publisher. Lisa is a publisher. Her company and a coach. Her company's called Empowerment Publishing and Multimedia. If you go to her Facebook page, she's made a cool logo. You should go check it out.
Sheila said, tomorrow is a good day. Rich people cleaned up and organized their closets yesterday.
Yeah. I like that one. That's a good quote.
Tomorrow is a good day. Rich people cleaned up and organized their closets yesterday.
I'm sorry, Mama. I never meant to hurt you. I never meant to make you cry. But tonight I'm cleaning out my closet. Y'all have an amazing week as well. To you too, Madam C.
We love you. And we look forward to seeing you tomorrow for Wisdom Wednesday.